There is something so special about this place and its origin. Rising up from ashes from a series of volcanic eruptions, every moment here feels like another planet, another world. It's like you're the only one around a vast landscape. So let's dive deep into the world of Iceland, where I take you to the most beautiful sights you could ever experience. So let's do a quick recap of what we saw in previous vlog. We rented this beautiful camper van for 7 days. We headed to Blue Lagoon and had a blissful time, and then we headed to Reykjavik to explore the city and saw this beautiful church. We tried to see the volcano, but unfortunately it went off, but it still was beautiful. Then we headed to see one of the most rarest natural wonders, Glacier, and wow, how beautiful was it. And then we got a beautiful sight of northern lights by the end of second day. Lot more beautiful places to explore in Iceland. Keep watching. We planned our itinerary around the ring road in Iceland that covers most of the sites, approximately 1800 kilometers. Now we are at southwest of Iceland and last spot was Skógafoss. Today is day 3. So yesterday we saw beautiful auroras coming. It was what can you ask for a better end of your birthday? And today we woke up to this beautiful view. Basically, again, we had no idea at the night as it was dark where we were or how it looked like. And wow, this was literally the sight I saw first early in the morning. Also, this is the place where we saw northern lights the previous night that you saw in my last vlog. Little did we know that the stop where we rested last night was indeed the Skógafoss, one of the massive and beautiful waterfalls you will see in Iceland. And then suddenly we got into a quirky mood to listen to Suprabhata early morning in Iceland. This is what happens when you gather South Indians together. Next, we headed to one of the most beautiful waterfall I've ever seen. It is in southern Iceland. It is the most photogenic, most beautiful waterfall, famous mostly because you can walk behind it. But this waterfall is surely gonna drench you completely as you're gonna walk through closer by. Make sure you wear a raincoat or some waterproof clothes. You don't wanna freeze in Icelandic chilly windy weather. This waterfall looks at its best during sunset, but unfortunately our itinerary plan didn't align accordingly. Whenever you visit this place, be very careful or do all safety precautions as the path is very slippery and wet. Now we are just going towards a random hot spring to just take a dip. Look at this. We wanted to experience some natural hot springs on the way, and walk towards it was like this. Though we didn't get into the hot spring because the cleanliness was bit off, but no regrets because the place was magical. Next, we headed to the infamous Renisfiera Black Sand Beach. It is so mesmerizing that this place was featured in the season 7 of Game of Thrones, if you remember. It doesn't look so black from a distance, but if you see intricately, this volcanic sand is actually pitch black. The roaring waves called sneaker waves, they can appear when least expected and are particularly very dangerous. They often push back further up the beach and they can be so powerful that you could not recover back from. So to be on the safer side, stay a little farther away from the waves. Iceland is smart. If you ask me why, this spot is an example of that. So basically, in 1973, a US Navy plane crashed as it ran out of fuel. Vehicles are now forbidden to drive up to the plane. If you are in good shape and you love little hiking, then walk from the main road to the plane about 1 hour just one way. The path is tough to walk on as it is filled with gravels and you might feel very tired by the end of it. It's like you're going nowhere as there is no sign on the road to point out where to turn. Literally, it's a complete deserted land for almost 5 kilometers. Although, when you get there, the site looks really beautiful and it looks unreal. It's like you're in a movie set. Although this is the only spot I felt it could have been skipped cause the trail and the walk is tough and it's not worth it. At least on the brighter side, we got to experience this gorgeous Icelandic sunset. Next, we headed to a place where it is again one of the rarest and most beautiful natural phenomena that you can find only in the coldest regions on the earth. This electric blue scenic wonder is not to be missed. This is truly an overlooked gem in South Iceland. It is best visited on a bright morning and it was absolutely breathtaking. In my opinion, it was much more beautiful in person. Viewing this glacier in all its majesty was just profound. Also to mention, so many series and movies like GOT and Interstellar were shot here. Glacier water is a mineral rich source of hydration. I really wanted to taste it. It tasted so pure. You should warm up your legs with your hiking shoes because Iceland is full of that, and this next place is an example of that. It was almost 1 mile drive until the parking spot filled with gravels. Some places, in fact, most of the places in Iceland seem too good to be true, and this Mullagjufur Canyon definitely is one of these. I would say the hike to this canyon is tough as it's risky, slippery, and few trails are even very narrow. But the view during the entire time is breathtaking. This hike is dangerous. Look at this. It's like a tiny trail. Oh my god, but the view is extraordinary. The views from the top are stunning. Like you can see, it will take your breath away. Like so many times before in Iceland, I had the sudden feeling like we weren't on planet Earth anymore. I'm not exaggerating when I say this canyon is the nature at its best, be it green mossy cliffs, birds flying through the mist, canyon so deep, waterfall coming straight out of a mountain, clearly one of our favorite places on our entire Icelandic tour. After sinking in all the gorgeous sights, we decided to hike down. All we had to do was look behind to be completely blown away once more. Be very careful while you hike back down because you have very less control while hiking down those narrow trails. This next place is the one I have been eagerly waiting to see since I have landed in Iceland, the Diamond Beach. It might look like any other beach farther away. Wait until you get closer by. Now you can see why this beach is called Diamond Beach. This iconic attraction takes its name from the glittering icebergs scattered across its shore like a field of diamonds. Watching the small icebergs break up under their crashing rough waves was majestic. Since the beach itself is black, the different shapes of ice makes it look certainly like diamonds. Try to get to this place during sunset and you'll thank me later. So we are in a place nearby to the Diamond Beach that we saw earlier. It was beautiful, by the way, as you guys saw. So now we are in a place called Ice Lagoon. Yeah, as I said, it is nearby to the Diamond Beach, and here it is. It's all about the icebergs. This lake is filled with icebergs melting away from the glacier that you can see from behind. You can also opt for the Zodiac boat tour, but we didn't opt for it because it was a bit pricey. That's it guys, that's the end of second part of the vlog. Thank you for watching. If you haven't watched the last vlog, watch it right now. I'll come back with my last and final Iceland vlog soon. Until then, subscribe and like this video. See ya.